How's everybody doing this morning? Heating up out here today. Hopefully it will be the last scorching hot week. We're supposed to start having some temperatures in the 90s starting Monday, which will be awesome. Last night we turned the water system off in the grow room. Weirdly, for a couple days everything was going super great with the water system, and then all of a sudden we had some trays that were really full of water, and we're kind of thinking be really careful about buying bubblers and mister systems off of Amazon. That your best bet might just be to buy them from Lowe's, because you definitely have better control over the water. Come on, you don't need that. You have better control over the water. So we turned it off. We didn't lose anything. We're letting it dry out for a couple days and hand watering what needs to be watered. It's all good. We're going to figure it out. That's what we do. And I'm happy to report that my husband talked with the plumber, and there's no need to be stressed about our outdoor watering system, because for the work that they need to do to repair the leak that we have, we're only going to have the water shut off for 5 hours. And it'll be after the water system goes off and waters. So I think it's all going to be pretty great. So now I'm using the water that I put in containers to do my extra watering. And I'm happy to report, with all the weightlifting we've been doing, I'm actually stronger, which is pretty awesome. And I got to clean up after Miss Meg here. Give me just a moment. All right. I know, it's very exciting. Okay, let mommy get it. Let mommy get it. Can I get it? Okay. She likes to dig. Okay, just a moment. Let's go find a track can. It is lovely out here today. Let's go find the trash can. Enjoying the sun. This time of the year, it gets so warm that you start wishing it was fall, but you gotta enjoy it while it lasts, right? It's definitely nice to get a little sunshine. Aw, and that little guy doesn't get walks. Actually, he's not that little. There's our trash can. We definitely need the trash can. All right, let mommy throw this away. It's very important to clean up after your animals. You don't want to pollute. Aw, poor guy. He wants to join us. So all the tomatoes I transplanted actually are doing fabulous. If you've been following us, you know I had a bunch of tomato seedlings, because my method of saving seeds from tomatoes is I soak them in water for 3 days, and I guess I forgot and let them go like an extra day, and they were sending out roots. Once they send out a root, you actually have to plant them, because if you don't plant them, if you dry them, they're not gonna germinate, right? So I actually took all those seedlings out, so I have like probably 100 tomato plants that came up, and I'm moving them around. I'm hoping for an extra fall crop here. It'll be a great experiment if it works. And there's a young gal that I'm friends with who is learning to garden this year, and she's going to take some of them off my hands, because she also had tomatoes going, and when it got really hot, I can't remember what happened. I think her air conditioning went out of her house and she couldn't stay at her house, so she wasn't there to water. But she's actually a really good little gardener. She had some really nice tomatoes going, which is awesome. I love to support young people getting involved with growing. I actually have had a couple of people that have been really successful this year that are new gardeners, and I'm really proud of them. One of them has had a lot of eggplant like we have, and so we've been exchanging recipes, which is kind of fun too. Let's go this way, baby. Come on, let's go this way. I know you don't like traffic. If you live in the desert, eggplant and squash, tomatillos, herbs, those things really do great. And sorry, I have a frog this morning. Thornton tomatoes, those are rock stars. If you're looking for a desert hardy tomato, Thornton tomato is where it's at. They turn a nice terracotta color and are super flavorful. We've had very good success with those Thornton tomatoes. They performed like a rock star in this heat. And we still have like the big adult plants going. And as soon as the weather cools a little bit, those things are going to take off. They're already putting on a second crop of tomatoes. So that is wonderful because I actually really love tomatoes. And it's nice to be able to grow some that nobody sprayed anything on, right? Abdullah, hi, welcome to the channel. How you doing this morning? We're in the desert of southern Nevada, United States. And Miss Meg is getting her walk. It's a beautiful morning. I don't know, I might not have a good connection if I walk up over here, but she loves to walk over here, so we'll see how this goes. So if it gets a little blurry for a few minutes, bear with me while I indulge my dog in her happiness. So yeah, all in all, we've had some successes and some failures. That's how life is, and you don't get discouraged by the failures. You just keep trying, and you do more of what worked well and less of what didn't work, right? That's how you learn from your mistakes. Definitely gardening. One thing that I've really learned is don't try to grow something that just will not be happy in your environment, right? So early in our living here in the desert, I tried growing an avocado tree, and I tell you what, that avocado tree was the most unhappy tree you've ever seen. It didn't last very long, and I felt horrible because it died. Things that like humidity will not grow in the desert. That includes coffee plants. And mangoes will actually come up. I actually started a mango from seed, but they won't tolerate our winter temperatures. And what else did I try? I tried green tea. I tried matcha. Yeah. Mate, I tried mate, yerba mate. None of those things like living here. It's too hot. Okay, I'm trying to see. There's so much light here. Let me see. Yusuf, welcome to the channel. I'm not sure what have means, but welcome to the channel. Good morning. We're in the desert of southern Nevada. Look, there's a few clouds up there. Hoping we get another rainstorm in. Actually, that might happen this week. Or possibly, this week, later this week. They're showing a possibility of some humidity. We'll see. One can only hope. A little rain would be wonderful. It always does our trees some good. So if you've been following our channel, you know I had a successful graft on a rootstock. And so far I've completely failed at rooting cuttings, but I've been trying to educate myself on that. I only really have room for one more tree in our yard, and it would be a fig for our yard because figs don't need extra water and they love this desert heat. But my young friend Sierra, she is interested in having trees as well, and she's interested in pomegranates and lemons. And so I'm giving it a try again. So what I did this time is I took my cutting off of the new growth, took all the leaves off of it, scraped the bottom of the cutting, and I put honey on it, and I dipped it in rooting powder. And then I wrapped the whole twig with this thin cellophane that's specifically for grafting, and stuck it in some dirt and put it in my grow room. Our grow room is maintaining about 30% humidity. So we'll see if I have more success this time. Some of the failed experiments have been covering the cutting with the whole thing with plastic, including the container with the dirt. When you do that, the dirt always sprouts mold. So you don't want that because that destroys your cutting. And then other times the cutting's dried out because I didn't wrap it with the cellophane tape. So we'll see. Only time will tell if I'm going to have some success with this. I'm definitely into experiments. We have the science lab at our house. That's pretty much what we have going on today. Miss Meg is actually going to get to go to coffee with us, which she loves. She's going to get to go see her buddy Andy. Andy spoils her rotten. I think they're best buddies. That's what we got on our plate today. I'm kind of thinking I might do some sewing later today. I'm not going to go with Mr. Painter to bowl tonight because he'll be there later and I have an early morning appointment and I don't want to be out late with everything. So that's pretty much it. The garden is looking lovely this morning and it's going to be a beautiful day. I hope it's beautiful where you are too. Appreciate some of y'all joining us this morning and I hope you have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.